Of course, interesting development there. In today's hyper-connected world, the power of a smartphone and social media accounts can shape opinions, build reputations, and sometimes destroy them. What once required newsrooms, editors, and fast-checking now travels at the speed of a click. Today on the show, we examine the growing menace of digital recklessness. Beyond the drama and trending hashtag lies a deeper concern. Are we becoming too reckless with the power of digital platform? What does freedom of expression end? And online defamation begin? And who bears responsibility when reputations are damaged in the court of public opinion? Joining us is the content creator and comedian Mario Wazobia. Welcome to TVC Breakfast.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
Saturday. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
All right. I like the white on white.
Thank you very much.
It looks very spot on. The picture clean, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's interesting to know. When it comes to digital and social media, you're not a stranger.
I'm not on the wrong side.
You're not on the wrong side of social media.
Yeah.
Okay, but then again, there's a lot happening. A lot has happened, and all of that. So, what would you say? What would be your general comments on everything going on, from the chaos to, the not so chaotic?
Okay, I'm going to say proper upbringing, because right now everyone has a phone and a platform, a camera. So everybody just wants to stay relevant. People don't even mind what is happening there. They just want to post a video and have so many followers. They don't even know what's happening, and they don't even know that their videos can start a war. And they don't even mind if it's starting a war. They just want to generate followers. So that's why you see somebody coming out with posting unverified information about somebody just because you want the person to respond to you. And bloggers, a whole lot of people are going to want to carry it. It's going to trend for a couple of weeks, and your name is going to be out there. And it's almost looking like when you are there for a bad PR, that is when your engagement start coming in. Like they say on social media right now, there is no bad thing, there is no such thing as a bad PR. So long as your name is there, you are relevant. And the zeal to stay relevant is something else to talk about.
It's cool.
Wow.
All right.
I don't know if you've heard, a man bites a dog is not a news. Sorry, a dog bites a man. It's no news. But a man bites a dog, that's major news. And we have these platforms that you've said in the hands of people that are not trained to filter news.
True.
So we have all sorts of things. Recently, this young girl just came out and said one David raped her, only to come out again 2 days later and say
apologize.
That didn't happen. Do you think government can intervene in this when it comes to putting a legislation together that could curb these kind of recklessness?
I think government is already in it. The only problem there is that you need a proper follow-up when you're writing petitions against these people. We've gotten to a point in this society where if you submit any petition against anybody, you have to follow up. And it shouldn't be like that. There should be bodies that will constantly follow up and make sure this thing doesn't repeat itself. Like the Mirabelle's case now. She came up to say somebody sexually assaulted her, and everybody was so emotional about it. I even made a video about it. Everybody was just calling. We are good people as Nigerians when we want to be good.
Absolutely.
Everybody was calling, have you connected her to social person? Have you connected her to social person? Only for us to start putting one and two together to realize that, this thing might actually be a lie. And it's sort of, weakening a whole lot of people's, emotions. Where in Nigeria now, where people don't even have emotions anymore. People don't even empathize with anybody anymore. Yeah. And the one we are trying to do for you, you are ruining it. Jeopardizing other people's, the justice system. She didn't do right at all. And I was thinking that after that particular ugly incident, that the government will come up with a sort of policy to say, if anybody has any issue, instead of taking it to social media, take it to the appropriate authorities. Let them, handle it. Then when they are done with it, we can now bring it on the internet to say, so thing happened, but this particular sector has dealt with it. So if you have anything like that.
So I actually hear you. I hear you in that situation. However, we've known in the past that, when it comes to doing things systemically in Nigeria, sometimes it might be slow. And to be honest, of course, this Mirabelle situation was not a good example. However, in the past, there have been situations where social media has actually been, a saving grace for a lot of people, where, crimes were caught on and victims were literally saved. Do you understand? So my point is, I don't think this particular situation should now make us go through that channel that might be the longest channel. However, when it comes to this sort of situation, what do you think exactly should be done now to the person directly, right? To actually dissuade other people from doing such things, because that is on one side. Then there's even also the brand that we've seen people drinking on social media, literally just for clout. Now, what should be actually done to people that actually do things like that?
Okay, I think that it should be a criminal offense, to project something like that on the internet, because
Sorry, I'm lost here. What brand are you guys talking about?
Don't worry. No way. You can't mention
Bleach.
You can't mention it.
You can't mention the brand.
There's a certain Bleach brand that people have been exchanging the contents and acting like they're drinking it. So apparently it's
because someone unalive yourself.
To unalive yourself.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Online.
So it's been a trend in some.
Boy. Okay.
In some cases.
Yeah. So let me quickly talk about the Bleach content. I don't know. I don't want to assume she was chasing Clout, honestly, because the whole bashing up and down was just too much for her. And she's a young girl trying to do something. I think she was really emotionally down. But the best way for her to pass her message based on what she knows is by doing that. So as soon as she did that, people started reaching out, oh, help me look out for her, help me look out for her. Initially, it was like a content, but because I actually reached out to her to know what was happening, but I realized it wasn't a content. She was just looking for people to genuinely.
Do you really feel that way? Do you feel she told you that?
I feel that way. I feel that way. She was looking for people that would genuinely be there for her. But then the other people that now started using it as a content, those ones are now the problem. They didn't even try to. Now, there is this thing I always believe. If I have beefs with you, no matter how hard the beef is, if it gets to the point where you're trying to unalive yourself, I'll take a pause. That is me. That if I do anything against you after then, that is me crossing the line. So instead of, reaching out to this girl to say, you know what, this is just an internet beef. You don't have to unalive yourself. They went to even stage a burial for themselves, mocking her the more. And then this guy that was doing it have more fans. You have 2.9 million fans.
Mr. Wazobia,
increasing the pressure.
Committing suicide live on Instagram, it's a criminal offense where you can't just say you want to kill yourself and you go out there. Is it about clout chasing, or what are these young people, the Gen Zs, looking for?
In her own case, I'm not going to see it as a clout chasing.
Okay.
Because she already got the clout.
All right.
Yeah, she's relevant on the internet. Everybody loves her. Everybody knows Mitchy. You should know her. Everybody loves her. So I think in her own case is not knowing what to do at the right time. Doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. I mean, because I think it's proper management. Her management wasn't actually there for her to put her through. And I was just thinking that this other party that she's fighting with should actually just step down, draw the line and say, you know what, at this point, let's just take a pause. They are the ones chasing clout with it. If you check the internet, they are the ones chasing clout. People are now drinking Gary, drinking custard with that bleach
planning to commit suicide live on maybe Instagram live or what, it's a bit barbaric for me.
There are so many things that have been done on that internet. If you go on TikTok right now, you will be shocked. You will delete your account. There are celebrities that have had sexual intercourse online. Celebrities. What? Yeah, on TikTok. There are people that have done that. Pella was trying to commit suicide. Nobody has. The issue right now is that police are looking for the girl, and that's what I even have problem with. Adeton reached out to me, and she was saying, she was trying to explain the whole situation to me, and she said she's going to petition the commissioner of police to, arrest her. And I'm saying, if you are going to arrest this girl, arrest everybody that has shot content with that bleach
Absolutely.
content. You are leaving VDM out of this, and you're trying to arrest Mitchy. You are leaving Pella that was trying to commit suicide, and you're trying to arrest Mitchy. You are leaving Mirabel. I don't see anybody trying to arrest Mirabel. So this whole thing.
Well, the last we heard about the Mirabel's case is that Ogun State Police Command is still planning to prosecute her. We're still following up the story. We're expecting that should be she should be arrested and prosecuted.
She should be. This thing should be done immediately. The kind of swift response I see them, take in this Kemichi's case. I've not seen them do it in any other person's case.
So are you now saying because we are not arresting these other people, we should also not arrest her? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it's a straight word.
Because suicide on its own, whether it's on anywhere, it's a crime.
Then let's arrest everybody that has committed a crime.
If we start with her, this is the stats now.
Look, we start with everybody that has done it.
We will have this argument. We will have this argument. But I think we really have to take a pause now for a commercial break. Well, you're welcome back. We're having a very interesting discussion with Mr. Wazobia on all this recklessness on social media. And Winnie was, how do we say it? Arguing with him on. So I was enjoying it.
I just asked the question. I mean,
it was more of a banter, right?
Oh, exactly. Thank you for that. He was of the opinion that we should arrest everybody. Of course, that is correct. My point is that we start from somewhere, right? To do that. But I feel you're correct on some of your grounds. But then again, even the arresting, in my opinion, will not necessarily be to just put behind bars. Let's see the ones that need mental evaluation, the ones that are depressed, the ones that are, do you understand, they're going through different things, and they will now know how to proceed from there, as opposed to literally just leaving them. Because the problem with that will be that everybody or every other person would think it's okay to do things like this, and then nothing happens. For instance, the Mirabel situation. That is come on.
That really got to me. Got to everybody.
Come on.
Everybody. Do you know that there are this set of people on the internet right now that you can't go against them? Mm-hmm. They are called the Rattle Movement.
The what?
Rattle Movement.
Okay.
No sane human being should be part of the movement.
Okay, so
I tell you,
tell us more about the Rattle Movement.
Critically, if you are somebody that thinks very well, if you have proper upbringing, you can never support
Why
such a thing.
are you saying because no sane people should be a part of the Rattle Movement?
I'm telling you, there is nothing like the fourth arm of the government. That is you trying to go against the government. And again, if their head, which is VDM, don't like anybody, automatically everybody dislikes the person. It doesn't matter if the person is your brother, if the person is your sister, you dislike the person automatically. And you know what they do? Once VDM posts something on the internet and somebody says, I don't agree with this, if the person is a woman, the next thing he sees, Olosho, the next thing he sees, single mother. It takes somebody with proper upbringing to know to know how to talk to people. These people bully people anyhow. And when they see that you are making sense, people are beginning to follow you. They have a WhatsApp group in all the states. I mean, 3 of them, like a secret spy. That will WhatsApp group in all these days. They will just put your account and everybody will start reporting your account and they will delete your account. That is what they do. And you claim to be fighting for the people. But there are cases whereby
this same movement have exposed some heinous crimes in the society.
If it doesn't benefit them, they won't expose
just a moment that people get to know about.
Like, example?
There are various examples on, I'm not doing brief for them, but for you to just say that no one should be part of that movement.
Because of
that's what I'm saying.
Have you had any personal interaction with this?
Yes, I've had a whole lot with them.
Okay.
I mean, they come on my platform every day. It's like some people have been paid to wait for me to post anything. So when I post something, the next thing is, we report this account, you go die, you go do this, motor go down. You know, they start swearing.
Where lies the implementation of the Cybercrime Act of 2024? The laws are there.
Who is following it up?
The implementation of this law. So who is to be blamed in all of this?
You know, if you are on the internet, you will know that these people, it's like they are untouchable. Because sometimes VDM actually mentioned it, I think mistakenly said police used to bring cases for them. How will a policeman be bringing something for you to handle? Who does that? You should
under what authority do you think he says things like this?
Under the fact that he has the veto power to do anything.
I don't want us to turn this conversation to a personal.
It's not personal. I'm telling you what is happening on the internet.
You didn't answer my question about the Cybercrime Act of 2024.
Okay.
The laws are there. Talking about the implementations. These are people who go on the internet. We're talking about digital recklessness at the moment. How can we ensure that people will get on the internet and behave well?
Then we need to have bodies, police people, if possible, well-trained to handle these people. If anybody make a report about cyberbullying, go immediately and pick the person up. But it doesn't happen that way. If you petition anybody right now, you have to follow up with the petition. And nobody wants to be doing that.
So just like so many other things in Nigeria, implementation is the
problem. And because these people know there is a problem, they are riding on it. They know that you need to have spare time for you to go and make a report to the police, for you to follow things up, for you to be going to court. You need to have your spare time, and you need to be spending money. But it shouldn't be like that. They are capitalizing on the fact that the system is not right.
I'm sure in the social media space, you are not the only one that holds this view. There are quite a number of
a whole lot of people, a lot of sensible people.
Yes, that hold the view. Why can't you guys form a pressure group, lobby the legislature to ensure that these laws are put in place, lobby the police to ensure that they do their jobs, lobby this, lobby that? I mean, form a kind of group that can create a voice that can be listened to.
Well, I think we have a voice that can be listened to, but it's just that we have people paying their way out, bribing their way off these things. I promise you, these people have policemen in high places that are doing things for them. There's so many things I don't want to say here. These people have policemen in high places that are doing a whole lot for them.
Is there
Do you have proof to all of this?
Somebody just sent me one recently, and there was a case. What's the name of the officer that was working with VDM in Abuja? A whole lot of proofs on the internet. You know,
these are serious allegations. These are serious allegations that you are making. But whatever you see on this table, you must come out with facts and figures. Well, I saw a video recently on social media, Kata Ife and Portable. How do you describe that act?
Okay, it started with Kata Ife and Pella, before Kata Ife and Portable. Those guys are streamers. Those guys right now can see their friend and slap their friend just to get recognized, just so they can talk about them. Remember, E-Money bought them cars, gave them cars. They broke the windscreen. And people, Nigerians were sitting saying, why would you do that? Somebody gave you a brand new car. The person that gave them the brand new car, invited them to their house, gave them another car. Everything is cloud chasing.
So what's the lesson that we're putting out there to young Nigerians who are watching?
These people are ruining the life of young Nigerians that didn't have the opportunity to sit under amazing parents that will give them good upbringing. The only reason why I'm not doing too much on the internet is because I know where I'm coming from and because I have a job outside the internet. So these people feed from the internet. You know, it doesn't matter if you use any swear word, so long as you have engagement, you'll be paid on Facebook. So, but me, I have another job. I'm an MC, I do events.
So the challenge is the monetization.
It's the monetization.
So everyone wants to receive the dollars.
Yes, exactly. And they are getting paid in dollars.
Oh, that makes it sound very attractive. And from the way this discussion is going, if we had the time, we would have kept you here until we close the show. But we have to go. We really have to go.
Thank you very much.
And say thank you very much for you opened my eyes on a whole lot of things that are happening on social media.
Please try TikTok. Try TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's are you on TikTok?
Try it.
You know, so now I know that just like there's a dark web.
It's a dancing app.
It's not a dancing
It's a dancing app. I'm warning you.
Okay. All right. We'll take a short break and we'll come back and continue with sports.